Oh my goodness. Today has just been one hell of a day. So I want to show you guys, I had so many of you tell me that you cannot get 8 coils for $26. And I'm like, yeah, you can. Here's the package right here. This is the company. This is a set, do not separate. ENA premium auto parts, compatible with various Ford Lincoln 4.6, 5.4, and 6.8 engines. Set of 8 ignition coils. Right there, brand new. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are. So yeah, you sure can. I got them for $27, I think, including tax and everything, delivery. This was Amazon Prime, like 2 day. Here's the original coil that I pulled out of. Let me put this under the light for you. Look how this thing was just, I mean, this is worn, and this isn't even Motorcraft. You know what I mean? The Motorcraft would say Motorcraft on them. This was just, I think it's just horrible. It's in horrible condition. And I'll show you the spark plug. I know y'all gonna be mad at me because I did not go through the process of removing it. And this was cylinder number 4, which quite honestly isn't the easiest cylinder to get to. Probably not the hardest on this. I'd imagine number 7 and 8 are probably the hardest to get to. But here's the plug that came out of cylinder number 4, and that's the only cylinder that we had a misfire on. And I'm happy to report that honestly, this really wasn't that difficult. I was leery because cylinder number 4 on this truck, it's labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So obviously number 4 and number 8 would be the hardest ones to get to. And I was told I might have to take off the fuel rail to get to it. And I didn't. Luckily, I was able to take a 7mm with an extension, get back there, bust off the nut. It's way back there, way back there. But it all came out fairly easily. The plug came out easily, went back in easily. And I debated, I really did, because this truck came with a set of 8 spark plugs. Here's the spark plugs it came with. I didn't buy these. When I do spark plugs, I do OEM. So I would have gone back with the factory Motorcraft, but I mean, these are probably all right. I put 1 spark plug in it. I put 1 coil in it because I thought about it, and I'm taking y'all's advice. We'll talk about that later. Right now, we got the plug in it. I'm going to clear the codes, and then let's take it for a test drive and see how it's running and driving now that we got that that 1 misfire code should be resolved. Let's see how it does. So here we are. Oh, it's solid now. It's solid now. Oh yeah. Idles so much better. Drives so much better. Goodness. It's like a whole new truck. I mean, except for the rest of the truck. You know, like the body. Other than the body, it's like a whole new truck. I'm not even kidding you. It is really amazing how well this thing is running now. It is just so smooth. I'm blown away. A 300,000 mile truck. Look, it is a junker. I agree with so many of you. This is a junker truck, man. It really is. But it doesn't change the fact that, you know, beat up body panels, 300,000 miles. It doesn't change the fact that the thing runs absolutely great. It really does. 1 spark plug, 1 coil, and it is just smooth as butter. It even rides decent. It doesn't ride rough, or it's not bouncing around or anything like that. It really rides and runs very, very well. I'm impressed. Very impressed. So at the end of the day, here's what we got. We got a $700 running, driving, firing on all 8 cylinders, 300,000 mile Ford truck. Now I know a lot of you are just totally against this truck. You're totally against me getting it for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure. I still think it was great content. It was a lot of fun, literally just buying it, putting a spark plug in it, and John, my buddy John, is going to be bringing me a new headlight. He's given that to me for free, so big shout out to John. Really appreciate you for hooking me up with a headlight. We're going to slap a headlight in it, and we're going to send it on its way. Now, I've had it sitting here running for quite a while. I've had a lot of people asking me about that oil leak, and well, you probably can't see it, but way down here is where it used to be leaking a ton of oil, and on the ground is a couple drips. Now, before, you couldn't start this thing up without it just dumping oil all over the place. So apparently changing that sensor did a lot. I mean, literally, you fire it up, it'd just be dripping oil all over the place. Now it's just a couple drips here and there. So the sensor seems to have helped. Am I going to go through and figure out what the problem is and fix it? No, I'm not. Chances are it's the gasket for the oil sending unit, the actual oil filter housing. Probably the gasket. Look, this is a cheap truck, and I'm going to take your advice. A lot of you get on to me because I ask your opinion, then I don't take your advice. Well, I'm going to take your advice on this one. I've had so many of you say, you know what this truck is good for? Make it run right and get rid of it. Flip it down at the lot. That's what we're going to do. Trucks in places like Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas, they really hold the value. I know a lot of you are probably going to think you couldn't give this truck away, but I plan on showing you in the near future. We're going to get this down to Weird Beard. I'm going to drive it down there. I got no issues at all about driving this thing down to Weird Beard. I think it'll make the trip just fine. We're going to put 1,500 on it. Do I think it's going to bring 1,500? No, I don't think it's going to bring 1,500. But I do believe this truck will bring somewhere around 1,200 all day long. And hey, that's still a profit. That's still a win. A profit is profit, man. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to send this down to Weird Beard. We're going to continue our hunt for another truck. Not that I really care all that much about the body being dinged up or whatever, but if I could find something a little bit nicer cosmetically to roll around in, I would prefer that. Something maybe with less than 300,000 miles I think would be good too. But you got to give the truck credit. Seriously, it's an old Ford with 300,000 miles that you can take out on the highway and drive. It gets out and just smashes off. It's got great acceleration. It runs fantastic. Some of you may hate it. Personally, I think it's flipping amazing. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for this particular video. The reason I'm talking so much about getting rid of this and potentially getting something else is because I've actually already been offered something else from Copart. I put a bid on something. I won it. They countered me, and we're going to talk about that later. I really want it, and I'm about this close to biting the bullet on it and just getting it. But I think we need to get this thing down to the lot and get it sold first. So cross your fingers. No, I wasn't flipping you off. Cross your fingers that we can get this thing down there, get it sold. Stay tuned to Weird Beard. I want to give a shout out to Weird Beard real quick. Link in the description and in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Weird Beard. I shouldn't call him Weird Beard. His name is Mike, but the name Weird Beard just kind of seemed to stick because that's the name of the car lot. He's already, that Impala is coming together. He's already got the body work done. He's about to paint. I helped with editing his last video, and it is up on his channel right now. Believe me when I tell you, for his first real rebuild video, you don't want to miss it. Do me a favor, if you're not subscribed to Mike Weird Beard on YouTube, get on over there and check that out now. He did a phenomenal job recording. He did all the recording. I just helped with some editing. He did the recording, and it came out phenomenal. I think him and his son did the recording. His son helped him with the car. You're going to love the video that came out, I promise you. And if you're not a current subscriber, you watch that video, I guarantee you're going to be subscribed by the end of that video. Mike, big shout out to you, man. You are well on your way. You really are. You're well on your way, man. And I appreciate everything that you have done for me. Hopefully I can, continue doing some things to help you out as well as you continue your journey to success, man, because that's where you're headed. I can't wait. And I can't wait to get the Z down there. I can't wait to get the Vet down. And we got so much that we're going to be doing with Mike. Please, from the bottom of my heart, please go over to Weird Beard on YouTube, subscribe to that channel, and watch that Impala video. Leave that man a comment because this is my first time also. My first time seeing the work that he does was in the video I helped him edit. And I was like, wow, dude. I was like, you're the man. All right, hands down, I love it. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned because I'm fingers crossed I'm going to be bringing something new to the channel that I think you guys are going to like. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow when I you know, maybe make a counter offer to the people selling it. Stay safe out there. We will catch you very, very soon in the next one.